Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today we're going to be explaining what, in my opinion, is the best parts of Team Fortress 2 Invasion. Player Destruction Water Gates, the new custom game mode. How exactly is this played? It's kind of confusing, so let's explain the game mode, Player Destruction. Here we go. So, Player Destruction seems to be a take off of Robot Destruction that was originally added into the game in beta back in 2014. Now, we still don't have a full version of Asteroid, and I feel like we're never going to get that, but Watergate is actually a pretty decent map. There are a few things that definitely need to be changed, including these windows. Honestly, if you have a good engineer put a sentry gun in one of those windows, the game's over. It's very difficult to be able to get that engineer because he's always going to be hidden behind one of the walls, and even if it's a mini sentry, it's going to shoot anybody trying to get up into the UFO. How the game is played is any player that is on the map tries to kill the opposing team. Anytime they kill an enemy, the enemy will drop beer. Yes, the resource in this game is beer, and whenever a character is killed, they will drop beer. And depending on how much beer they were carrying before they were killed is how much that they're going to drop. So over time, you try to accumulate as much beer as you possibly can, and the person on each team that has the most beer is considered the team leader. The team leader always is being healed by a medic that is invisible, but any player on the server will always be able to know exactly where the team leader is located. And if you kill the team leader, then a big old thing shows up on the scoreboard saying team leader killed by. Every so often on the map, a UFO will cycle through the middle of the map, and you will have to try and step into the beam and slowly get all of your resources up into the UFO. It does not happen all at once, but one at a time and somewhat slowly. Now this is done so that other players can try and shoot people down from the UFO so that all of their resources can't actually be collected. It's a pretty awesome game mode, and Valve was actually on board with giving some entities and slightly helping out with the development of this custom game mode. The server owner can pick to see how many resources the players are playing up to, but usually I either see it going to 10 or 110, and the game is actually very fun. The map, unfortunately, does have some errors depending on what server you're playing on for some reason, as the HUD can be broken and the roofs on some of the buildings can be the purple and black missing textures. Honestly, this is probably the best thing that happened within this update. It's a pretty simple game mode once you figure out what you're doing, but once again, new game modes come out for Team Fortress 2 all the time, and how exactly they work can take a little bit of time. The only other complaint I have about this map is that they don't explain what you're supposed to do when you get into the map. I've heard that this was originally intended to be added in, but the tutorial sound file that was supposed to be explained to everybody was cut. On top of that, there is actually no new announcement lines, and I'm not sure exactly why this was done. For some reason, they're just using a text-to-speech program for anything that the previous announcer didn't already use, but this is just small details in a game mode that is very fun. Now, it was brought to my attention that there's a gigantic game-breaking bug in this map right now, where if you just sticky jump while the UFO is about to show up, you can actually end up on top of the UFO, and then you can jump off the UFO and walk around the skybox. This is something that for some reason hasn't been talked about on any of the forums, but it happened like 3 times while I was trying to record the footage for this. So yes, Player Destruction is a very fun game mode, and I look forward for there to be other maps that use this type of game mode. But for right now, all we have is Watergate, and unfortunately, Watergate does have some issues. So hopefully those will be fixed up, and that was exactly how you play the new game mode, Player Destruction. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. If you have any other compliments or complaints, leave it down in the comment section below, and if you want to support these videos, check out my Patreon page, which is down in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. As you know, I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.